I'm a Mac automation expert with over 20 years of experience, and in this video I'd like to show you how to create an automation workflow which adds an ink effect transition to your timeline in Premiere Pro in just a few seconds and with only one keystroke. And thanks to an automation method I developed myself over the years, you won't need any coding skills whatsoever and can easily do it yourself. Make sure you have the ink effect clip downloaded and added to your project panel in Premiere Pro, as well as 2 overlapping clips in your timeline. Also assign the following key combinations as shortcuts: adjustment layer, Command Option Control Shift A, projects, Shift Y, effect controls, Shift X, effects, Shift C, timelines, Shift V, and rename in the project panel section, Command Option Control plus R. Last but not least, make sure you have the free trial version of the app BetterTouchTool installed on your Mac. Navigate to the configuration menu via this symbol up here, and now it's time to create our automation workflow. Click on these 3 little dots up here. Add a new trigger by clicking on the plus symbol in the left column and select reusable named trigger in the right column. Rename it to ink transition. If this is the first time you're watching one of my tutorials, add a second trigger and name it workflow speed. Click on the plus symbol in the middle column, select the action called pause, execute, delay next action blocking from the drop-down menu in the right column and set its value to 1 second. Now highlight our ink transition trigger again and add the first action by clicking the plus symbol in the middle column. Each time you add a new action, the actions menu in the right column pops up automatically. Click into the search field, type launch app and select the action launch app open file start Apple script. Click on select app file and choose Premiere Pro. This will bring Premiere Pro to the front. Add another action called a trigger named trigger. Highlight the workflow speed trigger in the left column, copy its name and paste it into the text field of our trigger named trigger action. This will allow us to adjust the overall speed of our workflow at the end. Next, we add 2 shortcut actions for Shift plus Y to switch to the project panel and Shift plus F to highlight the search field. Now add the action insert type paste custom text and type the name of your ink footage clip into the text field on the right. Add an enter key shortcut and after that an action called find search image on screen and move mouse. Adjust the settings as shown, then click on choose area of screen and position and resize the red transparent square like this. Hit the space key on your keyboard and wait 3 seconds until the screenshot appears up here in this little square. This will tell your mouse cursor where to hover. Now add an action called drag mouse to position and in the right column choose relative to center of active window. Then click on record new position and switch to Premiere Pro. Hover your mouse cursor exactly over your playhead in the 3rd row of your timeline and press the spacebar on your keyboard, which will save this position in BetterTouchTool. Don't worry that your video continues playing, BetterTouchTool saves the position anyways. Just move your playhead back where it was, switch back to BetterTouchTool and click save. Next we have to add 7 shortcut actions: Shift plus Y, Shift plus F, the delete key, the tab key, the escape key, Shift plus C and Shift plus F. This will reset everything in the project panel. Switch to the effects panel and highlight the search field. Add the action insert type paste custom text again and type trackmat key into the text area on the right. Then add the action find search image on screen and move mouse with the settings as shown here. Position and resize the red rectangle over your preset. Hit the spacebar and wait for 3 seconds until the small image appears in the right column. Next comes the action called drag mouse to position with the settings as shown. Click on record new position, bring Premiere Pro to the front, hover over the second video in your timeline and hit the spacebar. Go back to BetterTouchTool and confirm the saved mouse coordinates by clicking on save. Now we need 5 more shortcut actions: Shift plus C, Shift plus F, the delete key, the tab key and the escape key in order to reset the changes in the effects panel. Then add the action mouse move to position and record any empty spot in this area. Save the coordinates with the spacebar, then add a left click action followed by the shortcut action Shift plus X to switch to the effects controls panel. Here we want to make 3 adjustments: change matte to the track where the ink effect clip is located, change composite using to matte luma, and check reverse. Here you can see all 3 action workflows. Add them to your main workflow and make sure to adjust their settings accordingly. Next comes a Shift plus V shortcut action and the move mouse to position action with the second video in your timeline as your mouse cursor's saved destination, because we want this video to be duplicated above our ink effect clip. To achieve that, add the action called Opt key down next, followed by the drag mouse to position action. Change the setting to relative to current mouse cursor position and change X to 0 and Y to -60. Now add the action called Opt key up, followed by a left click action to select the duplicated clip. Then add the action find image on screen and move mouse again, adjust the settings as shown, and in the effect controls panel, choose the track matte key effect as the area where your cursor hovers. Then add a left click action to select it and a delete key action to delete it. Now add 10 shift plus right arrow shortcut actions in order to move the playhead to the right a few seconds, and yet another find image on screen and move mouse action with the opacity stopwatch as the destination for your mouse cursor. Then another left click action followed by the action move mouse to position relative to the current mouse cursor position. Set the X coordinate to 130 and the Y coordinate to 0. Add a left click action, then the action insert type paste custom text and type 0 into the text field in the right column. Now add an enter key shortcut action and a total of 12 shift plus right arrow key shortcut actions to move the playhead to the right a few seconds once more. Add a left click action, then the action insert type paste custom text, type 100 into the text field, and finally another enter key shortcut action to complete our workflow. Now let's find out if it works as intended. It does. To speed it up, select the trigger named Workflow Speed and change the delay value to 0.1 and hit play again. In order to assign a keyboard shortcut to our workflow, click on the little keyboard icon up here, click on the plus icon in the left column and press any key combination you like. Then click on the plus icon in the middle column and choose an action called trigger named trigger from the drop-down menu in the right column. Rename it to the name of our ink transition workflow. Hit Command plus S to save everything. And this is how you can automate adding an ink transition in Premiere Pro in just a few seconds with only one keystroke.